It's different when you are reading the book and then you watch the movie.
How many books have you read where you watched the movie?
Maybe one.
What movie was that?
50 Shades of Grey.
We decided to break the rule of being quarantined because I think it's important to support the movie industry. Yeah, I wanted to go watch Tenet at the theater. And by the way, we're going to talk about this movie in a way where we don't give any spoilers away. So you don't need to worry about me giving it away. That being said, I don't know what the hell happened. So I don't know if I can give it away. It's one of those movies. I don't like wearing the mask. I'm very uncomfortable with it. And in fact, I would say in this movie, maybe for the first 1/3, it felt like it kept getting in the way of me enjoying the movie.
Really? Oh, because you're not used to, you don't go out as much as I do.
Yeah, you go out a lot. You wear the mask a lot.
And at work, I wear a mask.
Right. So, you're around a lot of patients, you're around a lot of people, so you're wearing masks.
Yes.
I don't. And I think there's that point where you do need to get comfortable with it. But I think for this movie, so here's the thing, right? This movie, the way they did the sound is so extreme. It was like bombastic on one end of the scale. Like in IMAX movie theaters are known for having just the most over-the-top sound system. That's why I love it, right? Not just the big screen, but the amazing audio. But yeah, the sound effects were so intensely loud. And then on the flip side, some of the dialogue was so muffled. Like I couldn't hear what was going on. So I thought like maybe like my ears are being pulled shut because, I'm wearing the mask around my ears. So I kept trying to fiddle with it, and I kept trying to pull it around. I'm like, what's going on? It was playing with my head.
Oh, poor you.
I had a hard... Well, apparently, it wasn't just me. So that was just like afterwards, I'm like, that audio was just crazy. Like, I get it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and he films in a way where everything's very frenetic, and the audio is always a big part of the experience. But apparently a lot of people said that
it was hard to hear.
It was hard to hear. And
right. Especially when they were on a boat, when that was running.
What was it? Makes no sense.
It was really loud, so you can't really hear the dialogue. So
well, it's just it. The sound effects were so loud, but the audio for the voices was very low. On top of that, the visuals and the way they tell a story, like this whole idea of like be able to reverse time, so mind trippy that it almost felt like I was in a dream state watching this movie for half of it. I couldn't get out of the sensation of just be able to enjoy the ride when you really have to buy into the concept of this movie and the jarring sort of effect of the audio and the visuals. So once you get past that, great experience.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. Oh, the whole time I was like, am I in that movie? Because you know how they're breathing with the carbon dioxide and then I'm wearing the mask. I was like, I feel like I'm on that movie. I caught myself so many times like I'm not even breathing because I'm so like nervous. I'm so into the movie. At the same time, my brain was like, what the heck is going on?
It's an interesting movie during this time to put out because it creates a sensation of constantly on edge. And I feel like that's kind of like society today. Like we are living in day to day, every day, just slightly on edge. And this guy, cool as a cucumber, John David Washington. Literally like 3 first names. But he is, oh my God, one of the best actors. Perfect choice for this, cool as a cucumber. And I'm really glad they picked him for this role because he was a calming force in all this. And I feel like in a stressful situation, you want a calming force. That movie was absolutely intense. It was nonstop from beginning to end. Not just because of the IMAX experience and it's Christopher Nolan, but also just because of the frenetic pace. It was just...
I absolutely love the movie. I don't really get it, but I love it.
Yeah, so help me understand this, Lulu. I know you don't get it. I knew within the first 10 minutes of what was going on, you had no idea.
All I know is the reverse time.
I knew you were lost what was going on.
I already asked you a question.
In a train field, and you were wondering.
I was already asking John. I was like, why are they not?
Yeah, so I knew. So help me understand this, right? Like, how can you enjoy a movie if you literally don't understand what's going on?
Oh, I pay attention to their acting, pay attention to their the action and then the story somehow.
So you loosely get... All right, so let me see if I can summarize this, because this will help explain, I think, some of the cluelessness that you live in, and how you can enjoy something yet still not have any idea what the hell's going on. And this isn't just for movies that we watch, but things we react to as well. Like people are literally saying, how is she this clueless? How does she not get this? Yet she must be acting. It must be totally fake, because how is she so excited and emotionally moved? But yet she doesn't get what's going on. And so I'm going to explain to you, all right, how I understand, at least, right? After over 10 years of being married, this is how I understand you understand the world, right? You are someone who is empathic, meaning that you relate to emotion. And what you do is look at broad strokes of the plot, because it's the most simplistic thing. So when plots get very complicated, you literally are lost. Doesn't matter how you explain it, you're lost. You don't see the connection, even though it's obvious for some things. Even though in this movie it's not so obvious. But you can see, like, when someone's sad, when someone's happy, and you're like, oh, he's sad, and oh, he's happy. And so you generally get an idea of, like, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, final action sequence, good guy wins. And that story arc, you buy into that. So you can get excited by that, just like I think with a lot of these videos that we react to, you know, a lot of songs and even performance, there's a story arc that goes from beginning, middle to end. Right. And you love that, and that's why you get so emotionally invested. But afterwards, you know, the questions start flying. Forget about you afterwards. Even during the movie, you're like, what happened there? What happened? Which is too bad.
Like all of a sudden I would like forget. So
forget. You don't even get it. But it goes so that thing is that you do not remember either, because
I did. Like, yes.
If we go back and watch a movie, it's almost like
new. It's brand like new.
Yeah, it's almost like I wasted money the first time taking you to the movie theater, because you're not going to remember it. Even right now for Tenet. So what's the plot for Tenet?
No.
Just give me 2-sentence explanation. Just simple.
Sentence. Well, there's a World War III that's gonna happen in the future.
Okay.
And then so they have to stop it. So pretty much they invented this inversion. Okay. Like the time machine.
Okay.
Right? Then, I can't explain everything. I'm so hard, my English.
Say it in Tagalog then.
No.
You can literally say the alphabet. I wouldn't know if you're telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those movies. So this time, I don't blame her for not getting it. I got it but didn't get it.
Somehow, yeah. I read some, so now I kind of understand it a little bit. Even before today, I was like trying to read ahead of time what the movie is all about, because I knew I'm going to have a hard time. But while I was reading the article, I was like, dang it. I would not even finish the article because I was totally confused. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the day and I'm just going to enjoy the movie. Why would I stress myself out?
Yeah, because you know I'm going to do the research and explain it to you. People have said, like, John, you're very good at taking complex subjects and breaking it down to a sentence or two for your videos. I'm like, story of my life. It's a requirement for me to stay married. Otherwise, we will never come together on the same page for anything.
But it absolutely helps, because when I was reading or watching the YouTube and saying, you know, I think it's better for you to watch the movie first and then you watch this again or read the article. That kind of helped. It's different when you are reading the book and then you watch the movie.
How many books have you read where you watched the movie?
Maybe one.
What movie was that?
50 Shades of Grey.
I would never admit that on camera. And people wonder why when you go to her YouTube channel, why it's so saucy. She's walking around like a dominatrix wearing sexy lingerie. She's got that side of her too, and all the truth comes out.
Hey, I'm being real.
That you are, babe. You're being real.
In fairness, I love the book rather than watching the movie.
All right.
Remember me? Let's go back to
Tenet. Okay, like the movie. You will like the movie. You will be confused by the movie. It's a great way to shock your system to finally say like, wow, I'm so glad I watched this in the theater. It is that kind of experience. So